Good evening and welcome back to TEKKIT. This is episode 10. It's the first series that I've ever done, and it's the first time I've ever gotten into double figures, which is it's a good thing. I'm happy about it. I hope you guys like watching this series. I like making it. It's not quite turning out how I wanted it to, but nothing ever does in life, does it? So I guess well, that's the excuse I'm using. But welcome back. I've done quite a bit off camera. So I'm just going to catch you up with what I've been doing first. So if you remember, we set the bin up and we set up the diamond pipe. Nothing fancy, just for this chest. I still need to move this upstairs. I'll get round to that. But as you can see, there's no dynamos anymore. Now, I wonder where those have gone. Well, if you have a look at all of the buffer bars in all of the machines, they're all full. And that's because they're being powered from another source. That's right. I set up the power grid. I got the energy cell working, and well, I'll show you. It took some fiddling around, and it was a bit of a pain in the arse getting. Well, it wasn't really, but I'm going to tell you it was. Setting these inputs and stuff, and there was an energy drain coming from somewhere, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Turns out it was the refinery. Yeah, the refinery's working really, really well now, which I'm really, really happy about. But yeah, I've done quite a bit. Let me go and show you. So all of these machines are now on the power grid, which means it's a lot less cluttered, and we can see what's going on now. I don't have dynamos and redstone torches and all that shite everywhere. Nothing changed up here. I need to update the jobs board. I changed the core in the upstairs actually, so it's now glass, and I took out it's glass around that bottom bit, so you can kind of see downstairs, but nothing really fancy, nothing worth bragging about. I also noticed while editing that my avatar changed to this fucking really creepy, like, who's this guy? Are you gonna click? Yeah, you're gonna click. Like, who's this? What's this? It's a guy in a skirt or something. Oh, like, what happened to my default skin? I had a skin that I was using for years. Ever since I started Minecraft, I was using it. It was called Blue Robot, and I got it off, what was it, the Skindex, I think it's called? Man, been using it for years, and now, who the fuck is this guy? Creepy bastard. So I might change my skin back, or see if I can find my old one. I don't know. That's the sort. And my diamond armor's in about halfway durability, but we're going to change that pretty soon with the power armor. So I put a roof on the pumping station. That's pretty good. Something that needed to be done because it was always getting rained on in here, and it feels a little bit more secure. That's a good thing, you know. Still got all the tanks and stuff. We're running low on magma, and I'll tell you why that is in just a moment. This here is our redstone energy conduit. This is what I didn't plan on making off camera, but I eventually did. All it was magma cream. That's another thing we need. Let me just search for it right now. There we go. So you make the redstone energy conduit. It's just hardened glass and electrum. Remember, I had to go and get some more obsidian because it uses 8 obsidian per 2 glass, so it was a little bit expensive. So I went and mined like half a stack of obsidian. We have quite a bit now. And you then just put it in the fluid transposer, and you make your energy conduit. And it's the top tier conduit as well, so we shouldn't ever need to make any more of that. There isn't a resonant level like there is with most of the other stuff. Anyway, this is coming out of here. So this wasn't here before. I had this downstairs area, which I dug out a few episodes ago, and I was going to put something in there, I can't remember. It'll probably be the nuclear reactor when we get that sorted. But yeah, this is our power grid, or our power source. So here is the energy cell. It holds 10 million redstone flux. It's currently at 39%, so 3.97 million. Redstone flux stored in there, and you can set the output and input, so you can determine how much you want to spend and how much you want to give it and stuff. But this is basically one massive giant fuck off battery that powers everything, and this is like a really crude power level indicator, but obviously you can just obviously right click and see what's going on. So this is the next problem that we have. So what happens is the blue face is the input. So all 4 of the magma dynamos that were upstairs and now downstairs, they're all connected in parallel into this energy conduit, and that just powers the energy cell. So if I take a bucket, and this is the hardened portable tank. Basically one of these is I think 2 standard buildcraft tanks, but it doesn't really matter. So if I take a bucket of lava and power this, obviously you can see the energy level is increasing. So all I do is fill these up full of lava. Creepy sound. Fill these up full of lava, and then obviously it powers the energy cells. So that's flying up now, thousands of RF per minute, you know. But a lot of the machines upstairs, particularly the induction furnace, requires a lot of electricity. So we're going to have a better method of creating it, but we can worry about that later. It's okay at the moment. So it powers, so this leg here powers the redstone furnaces and the pulverizer, and also the refinery. This leg just powers the magma crucible and the fluid transposer. So we already have a few bits of kit powering off it, but it's manageable. It's, you know, it's not demanding too much of it. Eventually we will upgrade to a resonant cell, which is like the tier 4. That's the top level one, but we don't need that yet. You know, I'm sure we can manage. But even if we wanted to, we couldn't make it yet anyway. We still have that same fucking problem from like episode 3, where we have no ender pearls. But you know, we can get round to that. So this is where the pipe come off. There's no like voltage drop or anything that you'd find in the Volts mod pack or the classic TEKKIT, you know, where you have like EV loss and stuff like that. It's a lot simpler. It's a simpler way of doing things, and you know what? I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Unfortunately, the energy drain, that thing I was talking about earlier, yeah, it was where if I left the energy conduit plugged into the refinery to power it, and it powers it at max capacity, even when the refinery is full, say if this tank was full, it almost is, if I turned off the redstone engine to the wooden pipe, so that this front tank filled up full of petrol, it would still draw energy even though it wasn't processing oil into petrol, so it was just creating a drain for no reason, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, because this redstone conduit I don't think is toggleable. You can't like make a switched pipe, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So all I've done is unplug it. So when I plug it in, it'll start processing petrol. And obviously if we look over here, we can see the power level going down on the energy cell. It's not a great deal. Obviously it goes down more later on, but it's something to keep an eye on. I think that is just about it. That's all of the stuff that I needed to update you on. I think we're going to hook up the magma so that the magma pump downstairs is remote. Once we've done that, we can then just have a switch on the wall here where we flick it. This fills up full of magma, obviously flick it off again, and then hopefully we can have a remote control for the quarry as well. So we can have this redstone conduit going all the way downstairs if we have enough electrum to make it. We can have it go downstairs, and we can have it so that the quarry is remote operable. Is that the word? Remote operable? Yeah, that's it. Remote operable. But I need to sort that out. I might do that off camera, or you know, I might do it in the next episode or something. But it's stuff to do. But I promised you guys I was going to make a jetpack, so I think we need to do that. To be honest, I can't just fucking waffle all day. I do talk too bloody much. Yeah, the last episode I did probably talk too much, but it's not really a problem. But I am keeping an eye on it. Anyway, so let's go and have a look at the jobs board actually, because I do need to update that. So the liquid transposer we've done. Actually, tell you what, we'll use the axe. Create a power grid. Yeah, I'm going to take that off. Old style cannon. Actually, you know what? We're going to do that now. But we're not going to build an old style cannon. We're going to build something else. The dimensional door I really do want to do, and we're going to do that soon. Not in this episode though. Speed up the refinery, we've done that, and the magma crucible we've done. Let me just have a create a bin. We've done that. Reactor, get a roof. No, that's still not done. Jetpack, mining turtles. Ugh. Man, when you look at this stuff, there really is a lot to do. Okay, so most of the stuff that I've been doing recently is the the red power expansion, I think it's called, is it? No, thermal expansion, that's it. Which is all of this stuff for cells and power and all this kind of crap, and tied in with Buildcraft really, really well. But the stuff that I wanted to do, that I completely forgot about actually, was the mine factory stuff. And this is interesting. Now, simply searching Mine Factory, and you can look through everything that that mod adds, obviously on the right hand side. So as I was looking through, I was looking at all of these different machines and stuff, and we need to do the slaughterhouse and the meat packer and make, you know, meat blocks and all this stuff. And I was flicking through. God knows what this thing is. Sacred rubber sapling. Warning: Pack Rat's world ship. Does that summon like a bad guy or something? A ship? I don't know. Don't know what that is. We'll make that at some point. But if you go through onto page 4, I mean, there's all kinds of crazy shit in here. I mean, straw, Safari net launcher, and a ruler. What the fuck? I mean, you know, what's this? Poo? No, fertilizer. Precision sledgehammer. God knows what that is. Slime and meat and all that fucking stuff. Oh yes. While I'm here, we do need to make the laser miner thing. Where is it? Somewhere in here. There's a laser miner or something like that. It fires a laser beam into the earth. It's really, really cool. It's like some kind of super weapon, like the Death Star. That's it. We're going to call it the Death Star. We're going to put that on the jobs list. There's a needle gun here, which looks pretty cool. We can make that. And then, if you look down here, the spammer launcher. What the fuck is that? I mean, that sounds really cool. So I had a look at the recipe. We can make plastic sheets. We can make mine carts, no problem. The needle gun, what is that? That does need magma cream. We can make magma cream, I think. Is it worth making this thing just to fuck around with? Probably. I mean, probably. What goes into this stuff? That's a lot of plastic. 3 diamonds. Rats. LX500, LX300. Okay. How many diamonds do I? It takes 3 diamonds, but it takes a hell of a lot of plastic. Look how many. We've only got 3 diamonds. We really need more diamonds. I also made a crescent hammer. It allows you to move machines really, really fast. That's all that is. Should we make it? I don't know. We have a lot of plastic sheets. Decision time. Jetpack or the spammer launcher? I mean, how much is the ammo for it? Self-propelled, that's tracking. I'm guessing that's more expensive. So I'm gonna hope this is... Yeah, this one's cheaper. It's still a bit expensive, isn't it? That's a lot of plastic, man. I think we're going to need a rubber tree orphanage. What do you call it? What's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, I think we're going to have to set up some rubber tree plantations before we can do that. So that's probably going to wait. So I think we're going to do the jetpack. Why not, right? So I'll get that made and I'll get back to you. This is taking a lot of stuff. I didn't realise it was going to take this much to make a jetpack, but I've got 1 capacitor and that took quite a bit. To make the thruster I need another capacitor and a whole bunch of other stuff, so oh well, onwards and upwards.
Pum, cata, pum, 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 como nos gusta el verano. Pum, cata, pum, 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 pa' levantarnos temprano. Ir a la playa solo para bañarnos tranquilo. Y si no vamos solo, vamos con todos los amigos.
Okay, that was pretty expensive, but we've got it now. So what do we need? We've got everything. We can go ahead and make it, I think. Which way did it go in? Okay. Alright. Redstone jetpack. Allows flight when active. Must be worn in the chest plate slot. Okay. Now, this is great. But unfortunately we need somewhere to charge it. Nothing's fucking easy, is it? Nothing. Nothing is easy. So what do we need? We need an energetic infuser, which is this thing. More building. Great. Alright, we finally have it. The energetic infuser. I'll have to go and put it down somewhere. Where should we put it? We could put it here. Or over here. Yeah, here will do. That just means that we need to dig the floor out and fit a cable. Oh, everything is a pain in the arse, isn't it? Everything. Ah, that's why. That's set to an input face. If I set that to output, there we go. Now that should work. Ah, champion. Look at all that shit. So if we put the jetpack in here? No, we don't. We put it in here. Yo, holy crap! Look at all that power drain. That's crazy. I wonder if it's worth keeping a couple of flux capacitors handy. Just for quickly charging it. I mean, how much charge do we need? Oh, it's taking a while, isn't it? It's just draining everything. This holds, oh my god, it holds 2 million RF. 2 million. I mean, how much power was actually in the energy cell? I can't remember. There's still plenty in. I mean, there's another 2 million in, but I guess that means that we can't really be too overzealous with the use of the jetpack because it will... Oh, okay, it's fully charged. Let me just put all of the valuables in before I kill myself with this jetpack. So put all this stuff back. All these valuables. Yeah, fucking hide the lot in. Hide the lot in, why not? Sort it out, there we go. Alright, so it goes in here. Okay, I guess that works. How do we get it to work? What's the hover button? How do we state off? Oh, okay, so F. Oh. Okay, so there's no sound. How much, okay. Hey, this isn't bad, is it? How much energy did it take to get up here? Oh, barely anything. Oh, sweet, I don't even think we'll need a resonant one. This is great. Well, holy shit, look at this. We can literally just jump about. We jump about all over the place. I'm good there's no sound, actually. That kind of sucks. I mean, if we put C is hover mode, but it like slowly drops. Okay. So that can work. Does it work in water as well? Right, let me just I want you guys to see how deep this thing actually goes. Okay, so it is pretty deep. I mean, where was the level at before? So the water level was up here. So it gave the impression that it was only so deep, but obviously looking back, yeah, it's gone. What's that? 3/4 of the way down, I think. Some silver ores here that we need. Man, it's gone quite a way actually. I wonder if it's worth moving the quarry before starting it up again. I don't know. Tell you what, I'll seal this bit off and then I'll see if I can get the quarry powered with red. Oh, it's getting dark. Rats. Oh man. we're almost there. I mean, how far away from... Okay, so I'm not going to dig here then. We mustn't be far from bedrock. Surely not. Yeah, okay, so we're only, what, 10, 12 levels away? Okay, I'll power up the quarry one last time, probably off camera, and I'll dig it out to the bottom and then probably move it. Then I'll see if we can get it powered with redstone conduit as well. That'll be interesting to see. Yeah, so it's not that... The usage on the redstone jetpack isn't that bad, is it? I mean, we are flying about all over the place, and it's not really using that much. I wonder if it's worth building some mining turtles and setting them off at diamond level. I mean, we are just... Diamond level is layer 11 and below, and I think we're just above that. So we should be getting a handful of diamonds out of this area here. Maybe, you know, 5 or 6. Yeah, I might look into getting some mining turtles. I don't know. I'll have a think. This jetpack's great, man. They just fly about all over the place. Maybe it's a bit overpowered, in fact. But I mean, it does the job, doesn't it? Oh, really? Really? There's a fucking asshole on my house. Fantastic. Oh. So I guess basalt cobblestone is like really blast resistant? Well, you know what, that means I need to have torches on the top of my bloody fortress keep here. Oh well, anyway, I think that just about does it for today. I don't know how long I've been recording for, but it feels like a good moderate amount of time. Obviously it'll be cut down in the edit. Ouch. Fall damage is obviously still a thing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. We'll look into doing some other stuff next time. I hope you like what I've been doing anyway. There's been quite a lot of changes off camera since last time, and we'll look at cracking off a few more jobs. I'll probably move that over here, or we'll just muck around in a dimensional door. I definitely want to do that again, but we are running into a diamond shortage, so I might sort that out for next time. I don't know. I'll have a think, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.